Hi everyone, it's Teacher Bernadett and welcome back to another morning ring. So who can tell me what day it is today? What? Tuesday, very good. Now if today is Tuesday, what day was yesterday? Are you sure it was Monday? Are you sure? I think you're right. But now what day is it going to be tomorrow? Wednesday, very good. And last question, what day comes after Wednesday? Thursday, very good everyone. Now, can you remember how many days there are in a week? 7 days in a week. Now, let me stretch and get my days of the week paper plates or circles if you have yours. If you don't have yours, just pause this video and go get them so that we can get started. So yesterday was Monday. It was also the first of a new month, which is quite fitting because Monday is the first day of the week. Now today is Tuesday, the second day of the week. What's next? The third day of the week, and the third day of the week is called Wednesday. Very good. Then we have Thursday, the fourth day of the week. Friday, the fifth day of the week. Saturday, the sixth day of the week. And Sunday, the seventh day of the week. Very good. Now, as I already mentioned that yesterday was the first day of a brand new month, can you remember what month that is? The month of June. Now, how many months are there in a year again? Is it 1, 10,000, 50, or 12? 12 months in a year. So let's do our song to make sure that we know it. You ready? Let's go. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Very good everyone. Now, because it's Tuesday and Tuesdays are our literacy days, let's sing our alphabet song. You ready? 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time won't you sing with me? Very good everyone. I'm so proud of all the progress you've been doing and all the work that you've been putting in because, you know, I might be filming these videos and doing it with you, but I'm glad that you're doing it with me and practicing everything every day. So now to move on to our wonderful theme this week, which is, can you remember? Are you sure? Safety in the house. Now we have to be safe in the house, and yesterday we spoke a little bit about staying safe now that things are changing inside the house. So we're just going to keep talking a little bit about that. But do you remember the one thing that I said is very important to remember and to practice that we need to know in case we need help? Our number. Very good. Now can you show me the hand signal I show you to try and remember this number? Let's warm up our fingers. Let's make evil finger claws like an angry spider. And we can flick our fingers a little bit and wave them again, going forward, coming back. Oh, this hand is a little bit useless, but it's okay. So our sign, before I show you the number on my board, is, because our number is 10111. Do you remember the number? Are you sure you remember the number? The 10111. Let's say it one more time. 10111. Very good. So we're just going to keep practicing. Oops. Keep practicing that numbers, so that in case there's ever an emergency, we know who to call. But it's also important to remember your guardian or your parent or your grandparent's number, the person that takes care of you. You need to know their number, because that's the first person you have to call if they are not around. So now let's move on to certain things we have to be safe about and just things we shouldn't touch. Boiling water. Boiling water is a very, very important thing. It's in most of the spaces that we have in our homes, especially in winter. And because it is winter, it's going to be everywhere. It's in your warm water bottle. That's why it should never be too full, because it can burst and it will get all over you. And let me tell you, it hurts. Boiling water on your skin, it really hurts. And a bath or a shower. We all love bathing or showering, and if you don't, I think it's time to learn how to love bathing and showering, because you can make it so fun. You can have a concert in your shower. I know I sing in the shower to make it more entertaining. Or a bowl bath with your favourite toys. Or you can pretend to be a monster in your very own bathtub. How cool is that? So bathing is important because it makes us stay healthy. And being healthy and clean is very important in staying safe if we go outside the house because of coronavirus, which is why we are in lockdown. So showering and bathing is very important, but sometimes the water can be just too hot. So when you are testing your water, pick a finger and dip it in. Don't just dip it in, because sometimes it's too hot. So if you think it's too hot, see if you can see the steam coming off of the water, or just put it close to the water. So we're going to pretend this is the water. So you can put your hand close to the water, and if the water is very, very hot, you can actually feel the steam against your hand. And that way you can test to see if the water is hot or too hot. So be safe. That's why you just pick one finger that you can dip in a little bit to see if it works. Because we don't want boiling water on us. That is also why in the kitchen we need to make sure that we don't touch boiling pots, especially boiling pots with water and oil in it, but we'll talk about oil in a little bit. Well, actually tomorrow, but hey. So we don't want that on us. Kettles, even though the kettle is, well, the kettle is a kettle, it's got plastic or metal. Hey, is that right, guys? So that can also be hot. So be careful when you touch the kettle to only touch the handle, because the actual kettle can also burn you. But the water inside, be very careful, because sometimes if you pour a kettle that's just boiled, some of the water can still be bubbling, and that can kind of go everywhere. So just be careful. Now another thing about staying safe in the bathroom, which is the main focus of today, is if the bathtub or the shower floor, or even the floor, is a little bit slippery, walk very carefully. Actually, always walk carefully. Never ever run in the bathroom, because bathrooms tend to be kind of small, and the bathtub is hard, the shower has got glass and sharp edges, your basin is hot, it's hard, or your sink, your toilet is hard because it's all made of ceramics. And if you slip and you fall and you bump your head, there will be blood everywhere. And we don't want that. And we don't want to hurt ourselves. So just don't run in the bathroom. And, just be careful when you're walking in the bathroom. Especially if you're stepping into the shower, into the bathtub. if it is a little bit slippery, just make sure you can hold on to something, because if you slip and fall, it can be very dangerous, because not only can you hit your head, but you can fall funny in the water, and if you've hit your head, you can kind of pass out a little bit, which can happen, and then you're just lying in the water, breathing in water. And can we breathe water? Nuh-uh. That means that we can drown, and we don't want to drown, especially not if we've been looking forward to a nice hot bath. So always be careful, and never lie down in a bath and relax and see if you can maybe just take a nap. Never nap in a bath, because if you start slipping in a little bit, and the water comes over your head, we don't always wake up in time. And if you swallow enough water, you can also choke on the water, so be very careful. Another thing to be careful about is electricity and water in the bathroom. In the bathroom. So electricity and water do not go well together. If you put electricity in water, you can get shocked. And sometimes the shock is so bad that it can burn parts of your body like a fire, because electricity is basically very, very hot. And alive. Electricity is alive, so it can just kind of travel all the way up. It can burn you. It can be so strong that you can actually get shocked to death, which is very, very bad. So also don't play with the phone in the bathroom, because sometimes the battery can short circuit, and that can also create a shock in the bath. Plugs in the bathroom is not a good idea, even if it is a shaver or a hair tool like a hair dryer. I can't think what else you could bring in the bathroom, but if you bring something electrical into the bathroom, it's just not a good idea, because the second the electricity touches the water, a very big electrical current will pass through the water, and it will look for something else to pass through. Now, because it can't travel through your bathtub, if you are there, it can travel through you. So it will look for you, which is really bad. So just be careful with hot water in the kitchen, but especially also the bathroom, and just being safe around the bathroom. We don't want electricity in the bathroom. We don't want running in the bathroom. We don't want slipping in the bathroom. It's just not a good idea, because we don't want to hurt ourselves. And I know that whoever's watching this, I don't want you to hurt yourself. Okay, so just stay safe, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Hi everyone, it's Teacher Bernadett, and welcome to another art activity. So for today's art activity, we are going to focus a little bit on fire safety. So what we're going to need is paint. Make sure that you have some black paint. If you don't have black paint, what you can do is even use some dirt to help you out. Yes, dirt. But black paint or even pencil would be great. And then some red, yellow and orange. Okay, and obviously a paintbrush and a piece of paper. You can use a scrap piece of paper, it doesn't matter. So what we are going to do is we are going to draw a fire situation in a house. Now, you can draw your house if you want. You can draw your room if you want. But what we are going to focus on is the fire on the floor and the smoke in the air. Now, what you can also do for fun and to make sure that you understand what to do when there is a fire is to either draw yourself crawling away from the fire or even get a picture of you crawling away from the fire. So, let's get started. And there you go, some messy, fiery, smoky art. I did draw a person, although painter still wet, so it's drooping a little bit. I just drew a person. You try and draw yourself with your skin color and your hair color and your favorite color clothes even. But this is just a picture with a desk and a table and some fire and some smoke. So I can't wait to see how fiery you can make your room. Okay, I hope you had fun and I'll see you soon. Bye everyone. Cotton Wool Colin by Jean Willis and Tony Ross. Once there were 10 baby mice. For mice they were big and bold and bouncy, all except for Colin. Colin was the smallest of mice. He was very, very small, even for a mouse. His mother didn't worry about his brothers or his sisters. They were big enough to look after themselves. But she was worried about Colin Smalley. She was afraid he might get hurt. She made him sit inside quietly. She wouldn't let him climb or run or jump in case he fell. He couldn't go out in spring in case he got wet, or summer in case he got hot, or autumn in case a chestnut fell on his head. I missed a page. By winter, Colin was bored. He wanted to go out into the big, wide world, but his mother said, "No, the world is too big and too wide for you, Smalley." "You wrap Colin up in cotton wool," said his grandma. What a good idea, thought his mother, and that's exactly what she did. She wrapped him up round and round and round, so only his feet stuck out. He was Cotton Wool Colin. At last he was allowed out, all wrapped up in cotton wool, safe from rain and sun and snow. If he fell, he would have a soft landing. If anything fell on him, he wouldn't feel it. He was as safe could be. Or was he? "Oh, look, a snowball," laughed a little boy. He picked Colin up and threw him, splosh, into the freezing river. Some of Colin's cotton wool came off. "Oh, look, a meringue," quacked a duck, and it chased him. Pick, pick, pick! More cotton wool came off. Colin swam and swam. He climbed onto the bank and all bedraggled. "Oh, look, a fat white rabbit," said the hungry fox, and it chased him. Snap, snap, snap! All the cotton wool came off. Colin ran and ran. He jumped down a hole and hid. The fox went away. Colin Smalley dried out in the sun. He skipped back home, feeling very large. His mother was horrified. "Colin, where is your cotton wool?" she shrieked. "Anything could have happened to you." "Everything did happen to me," he whooped. "I got wet, I got cold, I got picked, I got chased. But I swam, I got chased and I ran, and I jumped, and Mom, I'm alive. I survived without my cotton wool. May I go out to play again tomorrow?" His mother took a deep breath and said, "Yes, if you must. Take care, take a coat. Be good, have fun, love you, Smalley. Colin went out into the world. Sometimes he got scared, and sometimes he got hurt. But oh, it was worth it. The end.